I'm glad to have you here. I want us to look at energy consumption. Now, basically, we are going to center this lesson on revision in preparation for JAMB. So, because of that, we're not going to go into details. Okay, now for energy consumption, otherwise known as buying of electrical energy. Buying of electrical energy. Now, this buying of electrical energy, of course, for example, in Nigeria, the electrical energy consumed are supplied by so many companies. For example, we have the Enugu Electrical Distribution Company, of course, located in Enugu, EDC. Now, we have NECO Energy Distribution Company, located in Lagos. We have Abuja Power Distribution Company, or Abuja Energy Distribution Company. We also have Benin Distribution Company, and all the rest of them, about 11 of them in Nigeria. And of course, these energies are sold in a particular unit. That unit is known as kilowatt hour. Now, the kilowatt hour is the unit of energy sold, energy consumption. Now, we can now define kilowatt hour, or maybe 1 kilowatt hour. It can be 2 kilowatt hours. So we can see that, yes, 1 kilowatt hour is nothing but the energy consumed by an appliance within these periods. For example, in a household, we can have points, maybe in a room, we can have 2 or 3 points. If they are allowed to be on for a particular period of time, then we can also have, let's say, another appliance, 1 or 2 appliances in a building. So, at the end of the day, you can now calculate the amount of power consumed within that period of, or during the duration where they are on. Now, we have that energy is expressed as power times time. Of course, this is the formula for energy in power times time, where P is the power, T is the time. Now, this time is measured in hours. At this point now, you measure it in hours. Now, power can also, P can also be represented as IV. In other words, energy here can now be IVT, and all the rest of them. Now, we still have others. Okay, with this now, the only difference is, just to go straight to the point, you will be given the cost of energy by a particular energy distribution company for 1 hour, assuming we are not using a prepaid meter. So, what to calculate it, where we have estimated billing given to you. Now, that estimated billing is not there. Even your bill, you can still calculate the billing from your bill. If you go to the footnotes of your energy bill, they will write it there, the cost of energy in 1 hour. You will see it there. If you multiply it by number of days or number of times in a week or in a month, power is supplied. You multiply it to give you exactly what you have, your total cost you have there. So let's see how we calculate it. The first thing you do is, this is the first thing. First, you calculate the total power given to you. After that, of course, this is energy, is power times. At the end of the day, it will give it to you in joules, or in watt hour, because this one is watt, this one is in hour, which will give us watt hour. Now, if you divide it by 1,000, you have converted it to kilowatt hour. Now, whatever answer you get, multiply it by the cost of energy given to you. From there, you will now get the value of what you are looking for. Now, let us we'll take about 2 or 3 or 4 different examples to be able to understand this. Let's have this first question before us. And this question says, determine the cost of running 3 200-watt bulbs for 2 days. If the electrical energy costs 250 kobo per unit. Solution. Now the first thing we do from here now, we have power. Power given to us. Power is equal to, now take note of this. There are 3 200-watt bulbs in the building. So we now have 3 times 200. Power will now give us 600 watts. That is the power. Now the time taken is equal to 2 days. And these 2 days, remember, it is measured hourly. Now these 2 days is 2 times 48 hours make 2 days. Now, of course, 2 times 24 hours, which will give us 48 hours. So the bulbs were lit for 2 days. That 2 days is equal to 48 hours. Now, energy consumed is equal to energy consumed, E is power times time, which will give us, the power there now is 600 watts. 600 times, the time taken here is 48 hours. So which will give us 48. Now, if you multiply 600 by 48, you will now get 28. We'll have that energy is equal to 28800, which will give us 28,800 watts hour. This is the energy of watt hour. Now I say in kilowatt hour, we have this, we divide this by 1000. In kilowatt hour, that means you must have to divide it by kilo, which is 1000. So in kilowatt hour, we have that energy consumed is 288. Of course, this one will cancel, this one will cancel this. And then if this one cancels, this will move it. We now give us 28.88 kilowatts hour. Now, we said, remember they said the electrical power, the electrical energy cost 2 naira 50 kobo. So since 1 unit is equal to 2 naira 50 kobo. Therefore, costs of energy consumed will now give us this multiplied by this 28.8 multiplied by 2 naira 50 kobo. It will now give us everything will give us 72 naira. Of course, this is our final answer. So the cost of running this 3 200-watt bulb for 2 days at this rate is 72 naira. Now, assuming the rate increases, remember, if the rate increases, of course, you should expect this to increase. If the rate drops, then the power consumed, cost of energy consumed will drop. Now, we'll take another. We have this second question before us. And the question says, an electrical appliance takes 5 ampere when operated on a 220 volt supply. Find the cost of operating the appliance for at the rate of 552 naira per unit. Now, solution. Here we have from this, if it takes 5 ampere, that means the current in this current is 5 ampere. Now the voltage, the potential difference here is 220 volts. Now the time taken, they said find the cost of operating the appliance for half a day. And of course, 1 day is 24 hours. Now half a day is 12 hours. 12 hours. Now the cost of running it, that is 1 unit or 1 kilowatt hour, cost 52 naira. Now, how do we calculate the cost? First, we say energy. This one now will have IVT. So we now have energy is equal to IVT. Therefore, energy here will give us current is 5 times voltage, which is 220, multiplied by the time. Time, which is what? 12 hours. Now, we have from here 5 times 220 times 12. Therefore, energy will give us 13200. And then this one is watt hour, please. Watt hour. Now, since this is in watt hour, you now say in kilowatts hour, we have, that is, by kilowatt hour, what we mean is that we divide it by 1000. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, if this one cancels, we have points there. Therefore, energy will now give us 13.2 kilowatt hour. Now, when I say this is energy now, the energy consumed is this. Now, the cost of using the appliance now, the cost of using the appliance is equal to this multiplied by the rate. The rate is 552 naira. So we now have 32.2 kilowatt hour multiplied by 52. Now, if we have, 13.2 multiplied by 52, it will give us 686 naira 40 kobo. So, which will give us this. We can put naira here and then put kobo here. Therefore, the cost of running it is 686 naira 4 kobo. Or you can put 0 here, make it 14 kobo. So this is the cost of running this. If it takes 5 ampere, 5 ampere, and takes this voltage at this time. Okay, let us take the next one. We have this question before us here. A man has 360 watts electric lamp. 360 watts electric lamp. 1200 watts heater and 500 watts vacuum cleaner in his house. What is the cost of using them for 6 hours? Solution. Now we have about 3 items, 3 appliances in this man's house, and gradually we will still get them. Remember that the electric lamp. Now we now say for power now we say electric lamp in the man's house. We have 3 of them, so we have 3 times 60 will give us 180 watts. That is power consumed by the 3 lamps. Now, the same man has electric heater in his house. Now, we have the electric heater in the man's house. And of course, this electric heater is, there are two of them. Now, two of them are being run at the same time. 2 times 1,200 will give us, 2 times this will give us 2,400, which will now give us 2,400 watts. Now we have the fifth one, the third item is a vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner in the man's house, of course, just one of them. You can say 1 times 500, which will still give us 500 watts. Now, this is the power consumed. The power is total of this, and of course, total of this will give us 1,000. We'll have 2,400 plus 180 plus 500. Total watts, total power usage in the man's house is 3,080 watts. Now, time here, the thing was used for 6 hours. Time here is 6 hours. Therefore, energy consumed is power times time. Power consumed is 3,080 watts. 3,080 times the time. Time taken is 6. Now, energy is equal to 3,080 times 6 will give us 18480, which is 18,400 watts hour. Now, the next set is in kilowatt hour. We divide this thing by 1,000. If you divide it by 1,000, we have this one, and the two. We have that energy is 18.48 kilowatt hour. Now, the next set is, having gotten it up to here, you now multiply it with the cost. If the cost is 40 kobo, so costs of using the appliance, will give us 18.48 kilowatt hour times the cost per kilowatt or per unit. The unit cost there is 40. Now we now have 18.48 times 40 will give us 738. Will give us 739.2 kobo. Remember, this one is in kobo, so it must be in kobo. Now, if the answer option, remember this is for your exam, please, before you solve, take a look at the answer options. If the answer options are in kobo, please choose kobo. But if it is in naira, please, we now have divide this by 100. Remember, 100 kobo is equal to 1 naira. So if we divide this, we now have that the cost is 7 naira 39 kobo. So choose accordingly. If the answer options are in naira, this is the correct answer. If it is in kobo, this one here is your correct answer. Now let us take another question. We have this question. This question says, in a certain house, there are 4 200 watt heater, 500 watt cleaner used for 2 days, and a refrigerator of 800 watts used for 1 week. If the cost of 1 unit is 2 naira 50 kobo, determine the cost of energy consumed. Solution. Now, in this case, the appliances were not used for the entire time. Maybe a two were on for 2 days, and the other one was on all through 1 week. Now, all we need to do is to calculate their power separately. The one used for 2 days will consume its own power, while the one used for 1 week will consume a separate power. So we now have, in this math now, the heater there, electric heater here, there are 4 of them. Now 4 times 200 watts will give us 800 watts for the heater. Now the vacuum cleaner in this month now is just 1 times 500 will give us 500 watts. Remember, these two were used for 2 days, so you calculate it separately. 800, we now have 8 plus 5 will give us 13. We'll have 13 watts. Now this 13 watts, time for this is 2 days. And of course, 2 days is, 1 day is for 24 hours. 24 times 2 will give us 48. Now 48 hours. Now you now say energy consumed in 2 days will give us energy, which is power times time. The power there is 1,300 multiplied by time. The time here is 48. Therefore, energy in power consumed here is the standard lot of energy, which will give us 1,300 multiplied by 48. Now, the energy consumption here is 62,400 watts hour. You keep this one. There are 2 items there. The next one is the refrigerator. Now, we have the refrigerator used for 1 week. Refrigerator power. The power there is, this refrigerator is 800 watts. The power there is equal to 800 watts. Now, the time used was just 1 week. 1 week is 7 days. 7 days make 1 week. Now, each day is 24 hours, so 7 times 24. 7 times 24 will give us 168 hours. Now, energy consumed by this one will now give us power times time, which will give us 800 times number of hours, which is more, 168. If you now multiply it by 800, we have that the energy consumed will be 134,400. Now, total energy consumed in this process will now give us that of 1 week plus that of 2 days. Remember, this one is 1 hour. If you add this plus 62,400, that means we have 62,400 plus 134,400. At the end of the day, we have 008, this one 6 here, this one 9 here, we have 1 here. 196,800 watts hour. Now convert this to kilowatt hour. So in kilowatt hour, we have 196,800 divided by 1,000. So this one cancels this. This one will now come here. We now have that the energy consumed here is 196.8 kilowatt hour. Now, since this one is in kilowatt hour, we now have that the multiplied by, the cost is 2.5. So we now have 196.8 multiplied by 2.50. Everything will now give us 4 equal to 492 copper. Remember, sorry, naira, because this one is in naira. 492 naira. Therefore, the energy, total energy consumed in this process is 492 naira 0 copper. Okay. All right. This is where we'll drop the lesson. Please feel free to join our WhatsApp platform. See it in the description down below. Join our WhatsApp platform where we hold online classes. Thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and then share this video with your friends. We want to reach out to as many as possible we can reach. Please